question came in. I'm going to tell you what it's all about, and Sharon, we're going to answer it here in studio. This viewer said, I added a screen door to the back entrance of my house, so it does get used by guests. This is for function, but I also want the doorway to feel more welcoming, right? She wants it to be a beautiful grand entrance. Can I stain the screen door and paint a different color on the metal door? Also, I replaced some damaging siding, but the color is off. Can I paint it?
It's like the perfect question for me.
It really is. So we've got a picture of what the house looks like. It's the back entrance, but it is still an entrance that's used by a lot of people.
Yeah, so you want it to look, and they got nice landscaping there too. Yes. So you just want to bring a little more focus right to that door. Yeah. Because the door is the best spot. So with doors, people often ask me about painting the screen door versus staining it and the door. And usually I say to use the same color because you don't want to have too much contrast there. But because she has more of a casual sort of cottage feel, I thought it would be really nice to stain it. So I actually did. I got this really nice, it's actually finger jointed pine, which is another reason why I don't usually stain it, because you can see the lines. But again, because we're going for that casual cottagey look, I used Benjamin Moore's Arbor Coat in a semi-solid stain. So it's called Rustic Taupe. And so again, it covers a lot of the grain. So it gives it a bit more of a rustic feel. So it worked really, really well. Yes. Trimmed it out, and that's a thing that she didn't ask me about, but I thought trimming it out and using a white, I use Steam here, something like that that's a little bit gray, would look nice against the siding. So we pretended we have siding here. Yep. I used ranch wood. I'm going to show it in a second, but Tracy, if I can get at the door, it's not hinged properly. This is studio door, people. Right. Oh, but so let's just pretend. You want it down? Let's take it right off. Okay. There we go. All right. So, of course, I had to fix that. Yep. I just wanted to show this beautiful color. This is called Lush. Yeah. And I thought, thanks, Trace. Yeah, no problem. I got the door. Thanks for coming out. And so I used Lush, and I used the grand entrance in the satin finish. So I didn't want it to be high gloss because that's not really going to work for, again, this more casual feel with the siding and the screen door. But I think that color looks really nice. And the reason I picked that, she actually sent me a close-up as well of her umbrella. So in the summertime, when you pull everything together and it looks nice, and you've got some plants, of course you want to do that. That's one of the key elements when you're trying to create curb appeal or a welcoming statement is flowers. And green. And I thought the green ferns are just gorgeous with the Lush. And then a little bit of orange. You can use whatever you want, whatever color you want with this color combination. Very nice. Those are from Sheridan, so thank you very much for that. Thank you, Sheridan. Really nice that you've made it more grand for her, because that's what she's looking for. There's a lot of wall space, right? Absolutely. Let's take a look at that entrance, the exterior once again, and we'll bring in the table so we can show everyone how you actually get some of this staining done. You good with the door? Yeah, next time I'll hinge it. Actually, that worked quite well for our purposes, so we like that it was just a door hanging there. So, her other question was siding. So you remember it looked a little bit different because she used a lighter color, and you can't always, after 15 years, find the same color siding. So it is actually a very easy thing to paint, and I did it on my house. I convinced my husband, yes, the paint will stick. Let's do it. So that's great. We've got the vinyl siding. It's already, especially if it's old, it's easy to paint. And just look, the only tricky thing is you really can't get a roller in there because there's not enough room. So it's a bit meticulous because you should use a brush, or if you have a spray equipment, then spray it. But you don't need to prime it, you just need to clean it really well. So use any outdoor trisodium phosphate, even in a concentrated. You can get lots of products that are for cleaning siding and for cleaning your exterior furniture. So clean it, make sure it's dry, make sure the weather is, it's not gonna rain. And then again, you want to use, I love using Aura exterior on brick, on siding, again, because it sticks really well and you get really good coverage. So this is ranch wood. And I was guessing from the photograph what would be closest, but I thought ranch wood was a really good, good match. I imagine it is, as you mentioned, the cleaning that is the biggest part of this, especially since you don't have to prime. Like, it really needs to be meticulously cleaned, though. It does. It's the preparation. So you want to hose it down. You don't necessarily need a pressure washer, but you do want to use some sort of a solution so that you know that it's clean, because it's amazing, especially at the top of the house. You usually get a lot of residue, so you want to get rid of that. And that's it. And then you can do, if you want to do 2 coats, you're always going to get the best coverage with 2 coats. And then away you go. The bottom line is anything is paintable. Anything. Pretty much. You can throw some color on it.